Well, good afternoon, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Traplines and Inlines. This is part one of the On the Trapline series here from Traplines and Inlines. This series is going to focus on all my little trapping endeavors there. It's going to have wolf trapping and then coyote trapping, and I'd like to get into some through the ice stuff and do a little fisher trapping and whatnot there. So it'll also show life around my little wilderness homestead here with me and the dog and the chickens and whatever else at my off-grid cabin here, so that's great. The first priority here on the line here this year is a pack of wolves that have been hanging around my camp. They've come into my camp multiple times, and they've been doing a lot of damage, every year I see it, there's more and more predators and less prey around here. It's actually devastating. So this whole year I've been up here, I can count the number of deer, moose, and elk on my two hands. The ones that I've seen. It's really bad. I should have seen hundreds, but it's just overrun with predators right now, and there needs to be balance in the ecosystem, friends. They need to be maintained. The populations of these predators need to be maintained. And I'm just as much a part of that balance as any other animal in the ecosystem there. So must do my part. Through my trail cam footage, I've observed from my front yard, like 20 yards down there. I've caught the wolves a couple times on trail cam video. I've only caught them on one of my many cameras though. That's funny. Just right off my front porch here. Through that footage, I can see there's at least 4 wolves in the pack. There could be more though, friends. I'm just not sure. All the footage I've got has been indecisive on how many are in the pack. But I caught them in daylight there the one day. I realized that the one wolf there looks like an older wolf. Is just got the shoulder mites terribly. Looks like a really bad case of shoulder mites, and you can see him here in this video. He's just scratching his own fur out. It's a disgusting disease, friends. It really is. That being said, if that wolf has got it, chances are the whole pack has already got it or is going to have it. And you know, it's a harsh environment out here. If he's missing that much fur, he's probably gonna freeze to death, and it's a very contagious. Shoulder mites are very contagious. It's likely passed on, or it's going to pass on, and you know, if I don't get him, Mother Nature probably will, and it'll be a cruel, prolonged death there for that wolf and possibly the other wolves. So I have to do my part, friends. Got to go out there and catch the wolves here. So that's the first agenda. That's the first order of business here for this series. We're going to set up the wolf line here using Wolf Master power rams, which I have to use here by law in Saskatchewan. So we'll set up my Wolf Masters, and then we're going to hit the coyotes hard here. Try and catch as many as we can there. They need to be maintained too, friends? I really got to get the predators down around camp here because the wildlife, it's hurting. You know, Mother Nature, she's all boom and bust, friends. And ethical and sustainable trapping, we can minimize the boom of these natural cycles. We can take healthy, mature animals from the boom and maintain that population to a healthier level, so that the bust is substantially less. Like I said, friends, it really is a tough environment for a lot of these animals, and Mother Nature, she really is cruel. If you get too many of these species, like if you get high populations of coyotes, which there always will be, or too many wolves, then they start developing a lot of disease within the population. And by taking out diseased animals and by thinning the population to a maintainable level, then you're minimizing the bust. All these animals that are dying of disease or from predation within their own species, like wolves especially, like the hardest thing on wolves, despite disease and whatever else, are wolves themselves. You get too many, there's a lot of conflict in between the species, and that needs to be minimized. So Without further ado here, guys, let's go set up the wolf line. That's the first and foremost priority. So here's what we're going to be pulling off the line in this episode. Stay tuned, guys. Okay, we gotta go. Set wolf snares. I'm gonna need this one. Cougar, my boy, get in here. Good boy. You stay there, my boy, okay? Good man. Yeah, that's the dog's chair there. Okay. We got a mosey. Okay, friends, I'm in some thick bush here. This is regrowth. Man, I sure drive my truck like a truck, I tell ya. I got some winter kill there for bait, quite a bit of bait. I'll have to open that up. You see, we're in some thick shit. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna drop this bait off, and then we're gonna come through here, and we're gonna set around a wide perimeter. I'm talking 75 yards. We're gonna get it set up so as they circle this bait, and then we're gonna take our sets. We're gonna hit all the bush lines that are open. We're gonna hammer them, set a shitload of trail sets all the way around. Okay, friends, you can see this nice trail we got here. We're about 70 yards from the bait, and I'm trying to envision how they're gonna circle around this bait when they come in. So you see, I never actually step on the trail. I always come in from the side no matter what I'm snaring. And we got here a 1x8 anchor and shit for trees to anchor to. So you can see just double ferrule loop on either side. So we'll get this wrapped around here like that. Now that's good. So that's gonna be good there, like really good. Okay, so now I got my wolf snare here. Now in Saskatchewan, I can't actually make my own wolf snares. They have to be the pre-bought kind, which is ridiculous. It's a complete money grab, and it's the stupidest rule, because these snares you buy are of secondary quality to the ones I can make. They don't line the nuts up properly. The loops are funky. I don't like them. I hate them, but I have to use them by law. See, I got my S-hook on there, and that needs to drop. So when I position this snare, this is 7x7 3/32. When I position this snare, I don't want it back here and have this nice big loop, because then it takes more, you see? But if I leave it right at the breaking point, okay? So now I've got this snare bent out of shape, but I leave it right at the breaking point and it pulls much better, eh? So let's get this snare put in. I'm running out of daylight here. Okay, now I got some 14 gauge tie wire here, and I want this ram to fall over. That's how it's designed, because that pulls the snare down tight, and it fires better when it's sitting when it's laying down there on its side, eh? So we're gonna get this snare put through here onto our lap link here, get that all fastened down some deadly. Now make sure I don't lose my teeth here. When this snare fires, it's gonna catch something as soon as and you don't want that animal to feel resistance until it's too late. So when I want this to pull tight, it's gonna pull tight. He's gonna feel it. The ram's gonna fall over. When the ram falls over, it's gonna tighten the snare up, and then he's gonna take a lunge back, and it's gonna fire the ram, and it's an extremely efficient and ethical death. Okay, so I'm on and off the fence about fencing. So I think your snare and canines, that trail's got to be open, yet it can't be obvious that there's a ram there. They're cagey, the canines, eh? So if you try and fence them off too narrow, they're gonna turn around. So what I like to do is get a stick here and break up the shape of the ram a bit, because it's a gigantic piece of steel. It's pretty obvious. And once we get the ram hidden, we're pretty damn set, I tell you. So that's gonna rip, I tell you, friends. Got a few more to set here. You see, friends, I want that snare about knee height. You see that S-hook breakaway on that snare? I forgot to mention. What that's for is if it at a certain force, it'll break loose. So if you catch deer and moose and elk in the snare, they will break the snare loose and get away. So I'm gonna set 3 more rams here and baits over there. This is beautiful snaring bush, beautiful snaring bush. And I'm gonna set 3 more around here and then leave here because it's getting dark. You see, friends, these are the kind of sets I want to make. You can see I got her the ram is just shoved in there. Anytime I don't have to tie the ram down is a good time. It is of utmost importance that with little resistance that ram falls over. Beauty sunset too, eh, friends? Damn good view from the office. Fuck's sakes, yeah, I love my job. Okay, last snare of the night, and a dandy one at that. Time to head back to camp, check in on the dog. Well, I gotta open this bait up here too. But this is great. Like, look at these trails we got. These are all rabbit trails and coyotes and moose and deer and whatever else. But they tell me where to put my snares, eh? See, there's my truck over there. Fucking Jimmy the quad, so head to Mosey in the 12 valve. She's thrashing. Look at the shit I drive through, huh? Ooh, dandy. Okay, back at camp here. How the fuck are you, Pooch? How are you, bud? Oh, our fire's out. We gotta get her stoked, my boy. Well, it was a stressful day, I tell you, today, friends. By the time I got all my shit together and organized and ready to set, I only had an hour left. So we got the bait site set up, set about a dozen rams there around the bait, about 75 yards there. We'll head out tomorrow, set all day tomorrow, day after maybe. And I expect these wolves to come through soon. They came in a week and a half ago right to my camp. So I plan on setting everything I got and hope for the best. So we'll show you lots more on the sets and checking them. It sure is a great feeling finally getting some rams out, I tell you guys. It's been too damn long. I should have been going a month ago. And it's definitely a great feeling to be back on the trap line. Anyway, guys, we're going to call it a night here. We'll catch you tomorrow there and show you lots more on the setting and checking of the rams. We'll see how she goes, guys. Stay tuned. It's day 2 here. We're getting ready to go set some more snares. Okay, friends. Well, this here is some dirty old instant coffee. I broke the Bush coffee machine, so she's no good. We're on the instant coffee. She's rowdy stuff, I tell you guys. Put the hair on your chest for sure, I tell you. So anyway, we're gonna hammer about 6 or 8 of these. Head out on the line, go set some old snares. Beautiful day today, really pretty. I don't know what temperature it is. It's probably about -20, friends. My generator died there, ran out of fuel on me, so only got about 20 minutes of time there on the block heater. Needless to say, I should have a hell of a time getting stuck on the line this year. These are great tires, got them studded to Firestone Destination Mud Terrain 2. They're mint. Gotta fire up the old 12 valve here. Okay, let's see if she'll chooch here. Yeah, she didn't like that any. Okay, this here is just a gorgeous trail. I'm gonna set right there, put a nice ram there. Okay, I know you can see it, but that's a nice set there. Okay, friends, this here is the kind of trail us snare men dream about. That's a good set. Yep, in and out just like that, friends. She's dandy. Okay, you can see this here is an old set here. I've set many a years. You see how you got some old ribbon. It's just down there, friends, eh? It's not a bad little set. So what I've been doing, because I'm setting so many at once here, I'm marking them all down. I have funny little ways to remember these. So this one is one at Deadliest Trail set, old bait, shitloads of fur. Because I call it shitloads of fur there. Yeah, so that's how I remember them all. And I don't use the flagging tape at any time I don't have to. And in fact, I should rip this off because I'll remember this set. And I get nervous. Like coyotes, don't worry about it. But with wolves, I get worried about the flagging tape being there, eh? So you guys are going to see this set again. Traplines and inlines, guaranteed. Okay, so I just got a snare just right in there, and I make a lot of these snares, guys, just off the beaten trail, right where they dart into the bush. That way, when I come by and check them, I don't have to get out of the truck or off the bike and go tramp around and leave scent everywhere. So yeah, I said probably half my snares are like that one there, right? Well, I got a nice little feed going here. Got a cup of rice there. It's good stuff. And a package of mule deer lemon pepper sausage. It's really good. Like, I mean, really good. Whitetail, it's good too. Don't get me wrong. But the mule deer meat, man, it's just a step ahead, huh? So I got plenty of deer meat to get me through the winter anyway. And I tell you, it is good stuff. I got all this disposable plates and cutlery there that I don't know what to do with. So I've just been using it up and been lazy with the dishes, eh? So should be a good feed, boys. Well, I think it's December 10th or something there. It's just minus 15 or whatever today. Gonna go hit the line there now. Check our snares for the first time. And see what we got. I haven't heard any wolves going here as of late. I haven't been hearing them at night, but you just never know. They came in exactly 2 weeks ago today. We might see them. They might be back another day, but we'll go check our sets, set some more, and hope for the best. Only minus 17 today. Okay, friends, so I've been waiting around for this camera to charge up, but I checked all my sets there today and I admitted defeat, huh? I didn't expect much, but I admitted defeat. And I'm just on my way out of camp here, gonna go pick up some supplies. We got a coyote, boys. She's a dandy too, I tell ya. So this is just on one of my trail sets. I had set it's right off my trail. And what a dandy yote here, I tell you, friends. This is a darn good looking coyote. This is the kind of coyote we want to be catching, friends. She's a beauty. You can see I just caught him there. He hadn't been there long. Perfect neck catch. This is a well furred one, I tell ya. Just a fluff ball. Oh wow, dandy fur on this one, friends. A beautiful coyote. This was just on a trail set I had right here, and it was a duck down set, so it was low enough to catch coyotes, eh? And that's a beauty dog, I tell ya. A beauty. So we're about a month late here to get on the board, friends, but we're finally on the board and it feels great, I tell ya. Really got to hammer the predators around camp here. They're overrun, and I need to help out the big game species around here. So plenty more trapping action coming in this here video, guys. Got lots more to do, and feels great to finally be on the board, I tell ya. Well, guys, second check on the wolf line today. Nothing's come through, no luck, eh? And it's snowing, so it'd be tough to make any new sets. Headed back to camp here now, and tomorrow we'll hit the coyote line, guaranteed for a day. So stay tuned, guys. I tell you, friends, winter's finally starting to show up. Minus 30 this morning, but the sun's out here now, warming things up. It's only about minus 25. Beauty day for trapping. Me and the dog, we're gonna head out here now and go pick up our fur. It's waiting for us. And yeah, we'll see you down the line, friends. Okay, friends, what do we have here? It looks like a good-sized coyote. I'm just working in a very problem area. There's way too many coyotes here. It's there's an infestation actually. I have 11 rams out here. I got things set up about an hour there the other day, and I'm gonna set some more today. Well, let's see what we got here. So you can see he made a little bit of a mess here, but he went down quick. See what we got here. Perfect around the neck catch. There we go. So I tell you, friends, this isn't a bad looking dog. It's a mature dog. It's no monster. But you can see here, he's pretty well furred. You know, you can't expect a whole bunch more. He doesn't have great coloring or anything, but it's a coyote nevertheless, I tell you, friends. So this is ram number 4. I got 7 more to check here, so should be good, guys. Stay tuned. Okay, here's something that's not too good. You see, coyote trotting up. Ram there, huh? A little visible. Nope, he headed off that way. Okay, just walking up to another set here. This was a good one up here. See if we got anything. Yeah, we sure do, boys and girls. A dandy. Oh, I don't know yet. Covered in snow. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Okay. You never have to check if they're alive when they got snow on their back, I tell ya. This might be a pretty dog, friends. See, put himself around the tree, didn't make much of a mess at all. That's why we love these rams, friends. They're so efficient and quick, and these animals don't feel any pain getting caught in these, you know, and that's what we want to see. A quick and efficient death. Ooh, that is a pretty dandy little yote, friends. Well, he's not terribly little, I'll tell you that. Not a bad one at all, friends. A little thin in the mane here, friends. But this is a nice dog. A little nicer than the last one, actually. Similar coloring, you know. A pretty average dog, but a dog nevertheless. Yeah, you can tell he's a pretty good size yote, friends. The paws on him, the face. This is a nice mature dog. See, pretty nice belly fur on him, but that don't matter much. Yeah, that's a gorgeous one. So I completely forget how many rams we've checked, but this trail is pretty well ruined, friends. I'm probably gonna, this one and the last one, I'm probably just gonna, you know, leave alone for a few days there, and then a few checks, and then when they get a trail going again, I'll set it. Which will work good. This is ram number 1, 2, 3, maybe. I don't know what ram this is. I'm gonna have to do another check through and double count, but I set all these snares 3 days ago, friends, and like I said, I only had about an hour time there, so I wish I would have got more out, but it all worked out pretty good in the end there. Okay, friends, what a lot of people don't realize is how smart these animals really are. Specifically the canines, friends. They really are quite smart. This here happens to be the same coyote that just dodged me back there. I showed you that one. You can see what he's done here. He's come right along, and the little bugger snuck right through my snare. See, this isn't a very good snare. Okay, this is just a glorious set here. You see, it's such a worn trail that the ground's actually beaten down. You see how it comes through the bush here. So I had my snare set right over there, and we got a beauty coyote right over here. That's a dandy one. He's caught here, and he's come off the trail with that nice decent size anchor, left the trail alone, You can see he's just taken the snow off things and laid over very quick. Yeah, it's minus 25, friends. So if he's still a little limp, that means that he hadn't been here long, probably today. You can see he's into the ground a bit. We gotta be careful we pull him out gently. Otherwise we're ripping our fur off, eh? So that's nice. Let's take a look here. Both the same coloring, eh, friends? I never get those really nice light colored ones just where I'm at, eh? These coyotes further north aren't quite as nice as the ones down south. But you can see here, very similar coloring. We kind of got a browny orange tinge here. Exceptional guard hairs. And our snare is right around the neck. So we'll just get this lap link undone here, friends. See, this coyote is nevertheless still a nice mature coyote, but this one is definitely younger. Similar size, but you can tell just by how soft the fur is. The best fur on your coyotes are on like your 2-year-old females, friends. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, a female. You can see decent belly on her, but this is definitely the prettiest coyote of the day so far. Being a little younger female, you can see it's softer, very nice and soft. You get into those big thick-hided older coyotes, especially the males, that fur gets coarse and it's not as good, friends. This is a very pretty coyote. You can also look at the teeth, see how old they are. See this one here, nice shiny white teeth, quite a few of them. You know, there's no visible damage, like excessive damage to those teeth. Caught some coyotes, they're so wore down. You know, this is a mature coyote, but younger than the other two for sure. So anyway, friends, I think that's all the snares, but I'm not sure, eh? I'll have to do a triple check, and then we'll come back, do some resetting. The habitat is good here, and because it's good, there's a hell of a lot of coyotes. When we got a hell of a lot of coyotes, you start having problems. Not only with a high population is there a hell of a lot more disease within the species. There's a lot more conflict within the species as well. But the biggest thing is they're doing a lot of damage to the wildlife in the area. If you think you're gonna control the coyote population, you gotta think again, friends. Because these animals, they turn around, and if you've taken a lot of coyotes out of the area, there's a lot less pressure on that ecosystem, and they're gonna turn around and have massive litters. And I mean massive litters, and bounce back like this. But what we can do, friends, is we can limit the amount of mature coyotes that are around in the spring when things are most vulnerable. These coyotes, friends, they're the ultimate survivor. They really are. They breed to what their ecosystem will allow, and over the years they're multiplying at an unprecedented rate. There is no controlling the coyote population. We can limit the damages in problem areas and work at achieving a happier and healthier ecosystem by taking out mature animals. Help these species out, a lot of these prey species, by taking out these mature coyotes and harvesting a sustainable natural resource in the meantime. Anyway, guys, we got some fresh snow on the ground here, so I don't know if we'll be able to set much, but we'll see what we can't do. So holy fuck, that's a monster. So that was funny. I was filming myself and had a coyote right here. Show you this set a little better. I had a snare right here. He's twisted around. This is a fresh one. You can see he's knocked over a few twigs. Hasn't been here long. I might have even chased him in, actually. You see he's come right down through there. Whammo, right there. Sprung the ram. Right around the neck. Nice catch. And, you know, I did have to dispatch this one. And these wolf masters are nearly instant. They're very efficient. They don't take long, I'm telling you, friends. So I wonder if I did actually actually chase him right through into the ram when I came down. I walked right past him. So anyway, let's take a look at this guy. Like I said, had to dispatch him, but he hasn't been here long at all. I'm gonna guess that this is a male. It's probably one of the bigger ones of today. Well, albeit it's a nice big female. That's a pretty big dog. This trail's not in the best of shape either here now. I'll let it sit a check or two until it rejuvenates. But you can see here, very same color pattern. Very similar color pattern on this coyote. You can see a nice coated coyote, good for a little thin in the mane on this one too, friends. See, the catch is right around the neck here. It's a perfect catch. Like I said, these are 1/16 snares. You can see, like I said, though, very similar coloring. A well-furred animal for sure. These are prime coyotes, but it's got that orangey yellowish tinge to it, kind of a blonde almost. See, it's got some dark on the legs too. You'll see a lot of coyotes coming out of the same area with the same coloring, mainly because they're likely related, a lot of them, so as you can see here, this is the last snare I have. So 4 coyotes, 11 rams. Like I said, 3 days soak on a first check. I'll take that every day. It'd be hard to keep up at that rate, friends. So like I said here, it snowed a bit. We'll get these coyotes hauled out of here. That'll be a jaunt, I tell ya. Get these coyotes hauled out of here, and we'll show you some more setting. But we're far from done on this episode, guys. Lots more to show ya. Okay, friends, I want to talk about something here. So I've been saving up the money from the merchandise and whatnot, and I bought this nice little tripod there. It's fully extendable up to a pretty good height there, and it's really a nice tool to have here making these videos. I was just using a shitty little one there before, and it wasn't working too good. So this is really kind of the cat's ass here of tripods. So I thank you guys for all the support. You know, it's the viewers that make the show, friends. I just walk around here like an idiot freezing my fingers off. It's and in that regard, it's a damn good show, I tell you, friends. So I thank you very much. Now I'm gonna save up here, try and buy a laptop for up at camp so I can work out videos up there, and then upload them at home there, because right now it's a little tough, eh? Okay guys, well, not a bad little check. I set a few more rams there and reset 2 of those sets. I'm gonna have a big problem here, friends, though. I only got a handful of rams left to set, and I've only set up a very small chunk of my snare line. All the years prior that I've trapped, you know, I've been in school and I was playing hockey, and I had 4-H beef projects on the go. Now all I'm doing is trapping, so I really need about 4 or 5 times as many rams as I have. So it'll be a struggle here. We've got to keep building up the arsenal of traps there and whatever. But anyway, guys, we got plenty more snares to check in this video. It's a waiting game on the wolves here now, and we'll keep ripping on the kites. So stay tuned, guys. We're doing some work on the old 12 valve, doing her routine servicing there. See what I'm working on here. You see those blue little gaskets? Those are valve cover gaskets. You can see 6 in a row, ready to tow, friends. But you can see when I pulled the head off this truck here, those valve cover gaskets didn't seal up quite right. So we're just gonna whip them off here quick and change them out, because she's starting to mark her territory a bit, friends, and that's no too good. Can't be having that. Okay, so we're in here now. Got those covers whipped off here. This is the valve train here on your inline 6-cylinder 12 valve. You can see here, these are ARP head studs I have on this truck. These are a huge upgrade if you're making serious power. I've modified these rockers so that you can clear the head stud. These are 60-pound valve springs, and these are stage 2 push rods. I set the intake valves to 10 thousandths of an inch. Exhauster set to 20 thousandths. I've done some pretty serious work in here. Custom Canadian hood holder there. I'm making enough power that I have to start worrying about these here. Fuck, where did I blow this thing? Right here, hey? I really center. It was my own damn fault too. I'm making too much power for a lot of these stock parts, so this gives me a lot of peace of mind. It lets me utilize a lot of that power I'm making. I have a shitload of little upgrades on this truck here, I tell you, friends. I got delivery valves in there. This is the P pump, P7100 injection pump. It's not like the old 12 valves with the VE rotary. There's a few things different between them too. The turbo as well. This one has an HX35. Here's one of my favorite upgrades in here. You see, this is an AFC housing, and these trucks are completely mechanically fuel injected. There's less electronic bullshit that's going to give you a fuck of a lot of trouble. So you can see this line here, it's feeding off the boost pressure from the cylinder head, and it's controlling the AFC. You take out the fuel plate and you got a whole bunch of different springs and whatnot, but essentially what it's doing is I'm controlling my fueling from in cab manually. So this knob adjusts how far that foot will travel in the AFC, and essentially my max power rating, which means when I'm hauling heavy or doing stupid shit, I can set my max EGT so it won't fuel to a point where I'm getting things too hot. So this here is my fuel rate, so essentially how fast that foot is traveling. So if you're running it too damn smoky and, you know, blowing black clouds everywhere, you turn it down, burn nice and clean. Then on the side here, I have a switch, and this turns it from, right now it's on the settings I have here. I turn it here, it goes full bore. So I'll be driving, I'll go to pass somebody, I'll flip the switch, and it's nitrous, friends, I'm gone. And so I run it nice and lean and low. I just grandpa driver, you know, run her nice and clean and lean. And then if I gotta pass somebody, I'm off like a light, friend. So anyway, this is cool shit. I fucking love this shit. My old girl, she's kind of my pride and joy here. You can see I got lots of shit to do here today. Yeah, I know, friends, they're only Felpros, fuck's sakes. All the best I could find on Rock Auto, the OEMs were just through the roof retarded. They're just valve cover gaskets, eh, friends? You know, like you're doing something silly like head gasket or you know, timing cover or something silly. Always use OEM, but these are valve covers, you know, 5 minutes and you're in there, so we'll get her done, friends. Okay, I'm finally getting some lighter weight oil here into the old girl. I just dropped 1540 out of her. I'm not proud. I should have had this done a while ago. But this is 540 full synthetic. That lightweight oil, friends, is crucial on the first startup on your -30 or -40 days. It makes all the difference. This is a 1,200 pound engine. It takes a lot to start, friends. It just does. I usually run a cheaper, like this is full synthetic. It's expensive. It's like $120 pail, and the 12 valve nearly takes the whole 5 gallon pail. Well, I tell you, friends, you won't find a more fucked front drive shaft. So guys, I'm just on my coyote line here now today. Checked wolf snares there yesterday. Oh shit. So we're gonna see what we can't see here, guys. I'm running low on daylight, so I'm really giving her. Well, I'm still going here. We caught one here the other day, and then I set one up just down here, and we got a nice catch here, friends. Or maybe we don't. This appears to be a real ugly dog. A real ugly dog. But it's hard to say. He's got snow on him, huh? So this here isn't a very big dog. and he don't look too pretty. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, this one is not a pretty dog. We'll get him undone here off the 1/16 snare. Let's see what we got here. I see a patch of fur missing here. Yeah, so this isn't a very big dog at all. But he's got patches of fur missing here, friends, which isn't good. You can see here, patch here, patch there. He looks weak in the mane. You see these first year coyotes, they're not well furred, eh? They haven't developed that nice desirable fur yet. And you can see here on this one, it looks like he might have lice, shoulder mites there. Yeah, we'll still skin this one, friends, but I don't expect much for him, I'll tell you that right now. Well, friends, it appears today is only going to be a one dog day. It's too bad, it really is. I expected more. This poor bugger is sickly, there's no two ways about it. Did him a favor. Looks like it's in the early stages of lice here. We got more to catch anyway. I'll use that coyote to knock the rust off my skinning knife, because I'm pretty rusty and it's a good one to mess up on. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I'm so unorganized right now. I need to get bait out to all my stations, and I need to get a lot more set. This is just not productive. So anyway, guys, catch you another day. Well, friends, today is December. We're checking wolf snares here up at camp. I'm just getting started here first thing, and I'm starting off at the bait station. You can see I got her behind me. The fucking ravens are circling me. I hate those buggers, eh? So I've checked all these sets here now, and I got a surprise for you, boys and girls. We got a dandy. Where is he is the question. Yeah, so it's only about -10 today, so it's nice and warm. Pretty windy though, huh? But you can see I'm not terribly far. This is one of my closer sets to the bait station. Maybe even a tad too close. See, just in here I had a snare. Oh fuck, I'm about to walk through one too. But look, you see what we got in here, friends? Now this is a big coyote. Like, I'm talking Boone and Crockett, friends. It was so big that from a good ways away, I wasn't sure if it was a coyote. You see, he's made a couple spins here. This is a dandy. We'll get you set up here. See, he's just a big-headed coyote too. This is a big one, I think, anyway. I seen that big snout from a ways, and I thought we might have a different species, I tell you. See, he's frozen there. See this blood, friends? It's not a bad sign. He has only, like, he's been here since last night. He's spun here, and he hasn't made much of a mess. He's went down easy. The blood is deceiving on the quality of catch. You can see we're right around the neck here. This is instant. See that big head on him though, eh? Oh yeah, that's a big dog. That's a big one, I tell you. Get this wolf snare untangled. This is a big dog. Like, I'm telling you, it's a big dog. And what a beauty furred one. I'm telling you, friends, this is a gorgeous coyote. Big male, I'd assume. Yep, sure thing. Like, he's got some big paws on him too. Around the neck here, friends. A tad far back, but not too bad. This is a quick good one. But this is a This is a big coyote, I'm telling you, friends. Probably why I persuaded him to get through that wolf snare. Like, this is a big animal. And a gorgeous dog. Well, this sure feels good. I brought in some wolf bait here last night, and the birds have demolished it here. There's thousands of ravens, and yeah, since then I caught them, so it looks like that paid off. The nice thing here, friends, it's a shot of confidence here to do some catching around my bait station. The bait situation wasn't great there for a while, but now it's good. Did some axemanship there. This is a dandy dog. This is like makes the whole day worthwhile, eh? So this trail is ruined. We're gonna move this snare probably down there. So we'll show you that here too in a second. Well, I tell you, friends, if there's one thing I don't like about using power rounds, is this part right here. It gives me anxiety. Okay, to set a power round, you know, you step on it here and put your knee out in front, bend it down. Oh fuck. Bend your knee down and latch it here. And I kind of put myself over top of the ram when I do that. Not a good idea. If this slips, there goes your teeth. So I like to kind of arch my knee out, so if it does spring, because you know it could, it's gonna hit your knee and it's gonna hurt, but you'll still have your teeth. Believe me, these things, when they fire, you have to fire one, friends. If you're using power rams, you have to fire one. Two things I learned when I first fired a power ram, just for my own curiosity. Number one is it takes more to fire that than you might think. Maybe it's just a Wolfmaster deal, because that's what I fired, but it takes a good yank. Number two, I could not believe they don't just they go like it's like a gunshot, man. It's like you can hear it. It's just incredible. So if you're using them, I strongly recommend. Like, it completely changed my perspective when I fired one of these, and I'm not gonna fire one of them now because I don't like to. It's pretty dangerous, huh? I nearly got myself with one years ago. Don't want to today, especially on camera. I'd look like an idiot. Okay, you see, friends, this is the same trail, just a little ways back. You can see it's just a gorgeous trail. So we'll anchor it back here. Okay, so I was probably out of shot there, but I got this here anchored. You can see this is gorgeous, how this is gonna sit here with no assistance. See, I got my wolf snare gloves on, check the snare, she jumps. I check every snare before using it and just check the shit out of them, because I need them to fire, friends. They need to jump, you know? There can't be any resistance. That's why I love my 7x7. So we'll set this. Now, I have to find the perfect spot for this to sit. See, I want this good and high and right centered on the trail, both this way and this way. This is a good snare height now, friends. This is just a nice neck down and gorgeous trail all around. You can see I've used my natural backing to hide this ram a bit, but I'm still not quite satisfied. If I was snaring coyotes, I'd be the fuck out of here 10 minutes ago. But these wolves are smart buggers. See, this trail is nice and open. I don't want to block it off. Nothing's gonna come down here, I'm telling you. So you can see, this is all natural, friends. See, that's gonna block off my trail. I don't want that. I just need something to break up the shape of this ram, eh? Wide open and natural. That's what I want, friends. You know, she's mint. Let's go check more snares. Into the old spray foam bandit she goes, boys. Oh, I still got some leftover bait in there. This is one hell of a rig, I tell you. You can't kill this old truck. I've heard some people comment. She rose out of her grave. Friends, you can't kill her. See my spray foam here? Spray foam bandit. She's rotted right out. There's not 1 ounce of structural integrity left in the body of the truck. But mechanically, she's so solid. I'm telling you, friends, you can't kill her. She's just a perfect backup truck for me here in the bush. And believe me, I need a backup truck. All it takes is 1 new joint and I'm fucked. So, anyway, this is a gorgeous coyote. This is probably likely the nicest one we've caught this year. And it's a big sucker, friends. It is. And caught recently. That is just a gorgeous furred one, friends. Like, I mean, look at this. You know, the coloring isn't mint, but you can't ask for better fur density, and the guard hairs. Like, that's just a premium dog, eh? Well, friends, midway coffee break. I'm hard on this stuff, friends. This is dirty old instant coffee still. I haven't pulled my shit together and bought a deadly bush coffee maker. You see the dog, he's enjoying life. He loves life around camp, eh? He comes outside with me every time I'm outside, except when I'm trapping, of course. And trust me, this old dog, there's no place he'd rather be than sitting here in his chair right by the fire. He loves it. He really does. Sometimes I'll go and take him outside. He don't want to leave, eh? Got more snares to check. But you know, friends, any day we pull a coyote off the line is a good day. You know, as soon as we catch a coyote, we're in the green, you know. But there's a lot of days I'm in the red here out on the line, which isn't good. But me and Big Puppy, we're gonna go check some more snares. Oh, there, Big Puppy. What do you figure around camp today? Today, my boy. You gotta go rock a piss, bud? Oh, I love sitting around the wood stove here, friends, especially on them minus 30 days. It's just so relaxing, friends. I got quite a mess here around camp, though. I should clean up the stove too, but no worries. Okay, friends, you see what we got here? We got fresh wolf tracks on my trail, 110% wolf tracks. No two ways about it. He's come here and he's pissed around on my trail. You can see he's moseyed off that way. Now this is a big wolf. There's no two ways about it. And these are very fresh tracks, like since last night. So I wouldn't doubt that I've spooked him. And it appears that there's only one here in this here one here coming through here now. It looks like I've spooked him and turned him off. You see, these wolves haven't made it to my bait yet, but they will be there shortly. So I've saved 4 rams for this occasion, friends. I'm gonna find every possible trail I can find with these tracks on it, and set rams, and because they have come to this exact spot on these exact trails before I started trapping. Okay, I found a gorgeous neck down right here. This is perfect, right on the wolf trail. I'm gonna set all my rams here now, and hope for the best, friends. It's a waiting game, I tell you. They haven't found the bait yet, but now it's set up much better than previously. Like, now it should be a little more give her shit type deal. But a bit of a bittersweet feeling. I've set all my rams, so it's a good feeling to get them all out. But I have only a very small chunk of my snare line set, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to pick up some more rams here. I gotta, you know, get something going on the side here, start funding some more rams, because I have a hell of a lot more country to set here, friends. Okay, boys and girls, so I'm just on my way to check my coyote snares there on my coyote line, and found a fresh coyote caught in one of my trail sets. But this is a very interesting set. You can see it's just down there, and I'll show you what's going on. There's something cool here to show you. So you can see this is a glorious set. I've set it for years, and I've caught many a fur here. You can see we got coyotes, and there's some deer on this trail, but it's just a glorious trail, right? Just glorious. And I had a nice neck down right here, eh? But they figured it out. They started making a trail off to the side.
but I knew damn well they were doing it, and I left it be. Because I didn't want to block this off. I wanted to keep it nice and open, and you can see something came in from the other side and laid down right here. What a beautiful catch. And let me tell you, friends, this is a gorgeous coyote. The beauty of this catch is this is a fresh dog, friends. Like, well, since last night when I checked these snares, eh? So you can see here, this coyote has literally just laid over. There, he hasn't even knocked over these branches. You can't ask for a better catch. It really is a nice one. So we'll get him on sprung here. I can't wait to show you guys this one. I remember telling you the coyote we caught there last night was the nicest one of the year, but this one just blew it out of the water. Oh my. So just be gentle. Oh man, this is a gorgeous coyote. Oh man, I'm telling you, friends, she's a beauty. I'm guessing she, and I'm wrong again. But look at these guard hairs, friends. This is a nicer colored one too. Oh man, that's just it's so nice and fluffy. Like this is a gorgeous dog, friends. I'm telling you. You can see, like, look at these guard hairs. You can see that it's pulled down a bit here where the snares got him, eh? But this is a gorgeous coyote. Nice fur on the belly. This is a big money coyote. There's no two ways about it. Just the kind of coyote we wish to catch. What a beauty. See, like, can I even bring it into perspective how dandy these guard hairs are, friends? You see, that's up there about the nicest coloring I'll ever get. It gets darker here on the back and the tinge of orange, but like this stuff here, man, wow. Gorgeous coyote. So we'll reset this one because it's just a good set, and keep moseying down the trail. This is a tremendous sight, a beautiful bonus coyote. I don't know what I'll do here with this set. This is tore up a bit, and because they're skirting me here, you know what, I'll probably just leave it, but we'll see. We'll see, friend. I might move it just down there a little bit, but we'll have to see. Beauty coyote, I tell you. You see my nice big reset here. I kind of moved it down there a bit. What a beauty, friends. This is a money dog. Just getting them all hung up here. Yeah, I just have cam locks here. So we'll just hang them on that cam lock there. Show you all the fur here. So, this is the first big guy we got there. First coyote caught in a snare this year. There's some big dogs here, friends. This one here, I shot, eh? And I didn't want to shoot it because I'm loading 140s in the 260. I can load down to 265 bullets, but I'm loading 140s because the gun's on wolf duty. And I went to let the dog out to go rock a piss some time ago, and the coyote was sitting there off the front porch there at camp, so figured this one end well, so I put him in the skinning shock. This is a nice one. These are the four we caught that one real nice day, these four. And this is the sickly bugger. Poor feller is missing quite a bit of fur here. This is easily the lightest coyote I've ever caught. Like, I know damn well when I skin this, it's gonna be just skin and bone. This poor little bugger was hardly holding on. This is the tank we caught right at the wolf bait. These are big dogs, man. Look at these here. That's a big dog. And this is just the nicest coyote of the pile. Look at these guard hairs, friends. They're glorious. That's a money dog. These are all money dogs except for that poor little bugger. But like I said, I'll use that to knock the rust off my skinning knife. Got my stretchers lined up here. I skin them over here. So friends, you guys know I don't have a skinning shack up at camp yet. I will be building one next year probably. But you see, I've kept all these frozen. And now I'm going to do 10 at a time, I think, because I got 10 stretchers. There's only 9 here, but I'll do 10 at a time. And then
was like skin, flesh, wash, board, and then I don't have to come out of the bushes often, so that'll be good. You can see what I'm busy at here now. I'm just rebuilding some drive shafts. I have 2 for this 12 valve, and I'm hard on these things, man, like really hard. And I'm telling you, it's more about where I drive than how I drive. You see, on this one, I had to rebuild the double cardan. I needed this H piece, so I robbed it off this drive shaft, but I fucked, like, okay, you see this, there's a steady ball that goes in here, friends. Here it is. You see, I've just fucking obliterated this thing. It's mangled. There's no coming back, so that's fucked. And this is fucked too. You can see it's just rounded. So I'm starting to buy the high quality U-joints. I can find them just as cheap as the low grade ones around town, but you order them online, you can buy the high quality ones. These are the greasable ones. They maybe should even be sealed so they don't have the hollow tubes. I'm not sure I gotta put the nipples in them yet, hey? But pretty buggered up there. And then I got quite a mess here. This is a steady bearing, a carrier. This here is a carrier bearing for the rear drive shaft. I absolutely obliterated the one in the 12 valve. So I gotta pull that too. OEM on that. It's an important part, friends. So yeah, guys, looking deadly here. Well, so anyway, boys and girls, I figure we'll call it an episode here now. This is a pretty good start to the season. We're about, week and a half in. Oh, I can't remember now. But nice little pile of coyotes. Like I said though, friends, I need about 4 times as many rams as I do. I'm gonna go pick some up here shortly. But I'm gonna have to keep saving up, keep buying more to get my line set up properly. This video probably got pretty damn long on me, friends, so apologies for that. But I think we got a good bit to show, I tell you. So that's all good. The rest of the plan for this year trapping season, we're gonna hammer the yotes for a while here. I'm still working on these wolves. It's gonna take time, friends. It is. But they were close there when I left camp there today. You know, like they had just come in the night before, but I figure I spooked them before they found the bait, hey? They came right in by my camp. So that's not too good, but we'll wait on them. That's a waiting game. Keep hammering the coyotes. I want to get set up on some fisher stuff too. And, you know, as time goes on, maybe it might wait till the spring. It'd be nice to do some through the ice beaver and use the bait and whatnot. But we'll see how it goes. And also then in the spring, I think we'll hit the rats hard and whatnot. So pretty deadly there, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of Traplines and Inlines. Should have a shitload of content here coming up this year. Trapping season should be deadly, guys. I can't wait. Stay tuned.